Hello friends, very good evening to you. My name is Ashna Ddhannak and I am your favorite holistic life coach. And as promised, I'm back here to Mumbai and I'm here to give you lovely zodiac predictions for the year 2019, which belongs to the year of Guru, the planet of Jupiter. The planet of Jupiter, which is the planet of wisdom, prosperity, luck and fortune, which brings you towering respect in life as well. So let's start immediately. Let me tell you a few tips before we jump into the zodiac predictions. The first 10 months of this year, which starts from January to October, generally it is very highly suggested to be bounded with your immediate family, as it will not only make you feel grounded but will bring you powerful energies of feeling super happy, confident and content on the relationship front. And I will highly suggest that you try to wake up very early this year, which is as good as along with the sunrise, so that you will see prosperity rising like a sun in your life. Yeah. Also, मैं ये बताना चाहूँगी, अगर आप सूर्य को अर्घ देते हैं, सूर्य को अर्घ कैसे चढ़ाते हैं, एक तांबे के लोटे में थोड़ा सा पानी लीजिए, उसमें थोड़ी सी तुलसी पत्र डालिए और अपने घर के की विंडो में ईस्ट की विंडो लोकेट कीजिए, पूर्व दिशा जो ईस्ट होती है वहां से उगता सूरज आपको अगर दिखता है तो नथिंग लाइक इट, उसमें थोड़ा सा तांबे के लोटे में पानी डाल के सूर्य की तरफ देख के उनकी तरफ जैसे पानी चढ़ाइए, जैसे ओम सूर्याय नमः ऐसे 21 टाइम्स अगर बोल के आप ऐसे राउंड सर्कुलर फिरते हैं तो इट विल ब्रिंग यू लॉट ऑफ ब्लेसिंग्स फ्रॉम द लॉर्ड सन. यू नो, सूर्य की बहुत सारे आशीर्वाद आपकी दुनिया में खिलेंगे और आप सूर्य की तरह चहकेंगे भी. या सो लेट्स गो टू द सेकेंड टिप नाउ. Second tip is about the mantra Om Namo Narayanaय और Om Bhagwate Vasudevaय. These are the two mantras जो कोई भी इंसान छोटा हो या बड़ा अगर इसको recite करता है for this year, you will definitely see prosperity coming in various forms in your life. So the next tip is about the color yellow, and that's my favorite for this year because the color is about the Guru and the Jupiter as well, and you see me it wearing as well. So the color yellow is to exercise the power with you will get a lot of power and authority. It will be the key to open any kind of difficult locks. It will recognize all your elements to feel powerful in life. How do you exercise this? So let me tell you how to exercise this. कोई भी रिश्ते जहाँ पे आप देखेंगे कि कई बार ऐसा होता है कि कोई एक व्यक्ति जो है वो काफ़ी सहन कर रहा है अपनी लाइफ में, वो बोलने के लायक नहीं होता, उसको काफ़ी लोग बुली करते हैं, उसका एडवांटेज लेते हैं या उसको टेकन फॉर ग्रांटेड लेते हैं. दैट मीन्स द कलर येलो इज नॉट सफिशिएंट इन देयर मणिपुरी चक्र, इन देयर सेक्रल चक्र, एंड देयर बाय दे आर एक्सपीरियंसिंग दिस काइंड ऑफ बीइंग कंट्रोल्ड बाय अदर पीपल. और एक तरफ दूसरा पहलू ये है कि कोई इंसान खुद दूसरों को इतना कंट्रोल करता है या काइंड of दादागिरी करता है या kind of like behaving very unreasonable and controlling, super controlling in relationship is about getting too much of imbalance in that chakra. So दोनों की जो ताले की चाबी है वो है कलर येलो, एंड आई एम गोइंग टू गिव यू दिस टिप नाउ हाउ टू बैलेंस, ताकि आप एक हेल्दी बैलेंस में आ जाएंगे. सो आप लीजिए ये 5 चीजें एक छोटे से बर्तन में. यू कैन टेक अ लिटिल बिट ऑफ अ बेसन, चंदन, केसर, ये सबको मिक्स करिए थोड़े, और हल्दी, चंदन, केसर एंड बेसन एंड अ लिटिल बिट ऑफ मिल्क, और इसका लेप बना के आप अपने मणिपुरी चक्र जो अपने नेवल एरिया में है यहाँ पे लगा के एक 15 मिनट तक आप छोड़ दीजिए, ताकि इट विल काइंड ऑफ लाइक ब्रिंग इन great balance into your solar plexus and you will start feeling absolutely control of your life. Yeah, so I hope that you will like this tip, and now we immediately start with our zodiac predictions. Yeah, so let me just start shuffling the cards and start seeing the first sign, which is of Aries. So let's see what this year is holding for the zodiac sign of the Ram, which is Aries, and it starts from April 20, goes up to, it starts from 21st March to April 19th. So let us see what Aries has got in store, and I'm going to give you 5 areas of your life, a little to be spoken about 5 different areas. So I'll be covering relationships, I'll be covering spirituality, health, relationships, finance, and finally the Guru's message, the Jupiter's message for that particular zodiac sign. Okay, so let's start immediately. So I'm going to say about Aries, what is the message for the spirituality. Aries is already quite spiritual in nature. In fact, the message here is to become far more practical. So you are exercising already a lot of spirituality. You need to become a little bit more practical in life. That is the message for your spiritual life. Let's see what the health is in store. You are improving. Aries is improving, and it is going to improve many folds. It is taking healthy steps. You will take really good steps to improve in your health front. Let's see on the relationship part. Relationship part, there may be a little bit of ups and downs within your immediate family, but overall there's nothing to worry. You will see a very healthy balance going on. With your money and finance, also this year you will see a big swing, a very, very, very big growth. Is I would say more than 70 times more what you are experiencing from past many years. You would see that kind of growth, but you have to believe in yourself. You have to there is one strong message that do not do what other people suggest you. Try and do something which your conscience tells you to do. So that will bring you a lot of growth into your work and finances. And finally, the Jupiter's message for you is a definite yes. This year a lot of things which has been not completed is going to get completed, and probably एक छोटी सी अगर कुछ मन्नत मान लेते हैं आप, that will be helpful for you to get it completed. And I would also suggest that आप हल्दी वाला गर्म पानी पीजिए, जिससे कि overall any kind of toxins in your mind, body, soul will all kind of get dissolved. Yeah, so I hope that Aries enjoyed its message. So the next sign is about the Taurus, which is from April 20th to March 20th, the bull. Let us see what the cards hold for the spiritual life for Taurus. Yeah, the Taurus is the spiritual life is very different for them. They do not go by the conventional beliefs. They have their own mindset about belief into spirituality, and that's absolutely fine. That's what the cards are saying, that you are absolutely okay to practice something what you believe in. Yeah, okay. And let's see about the health part. Health part is something that you need to drink a lot of warm water. You need to kind of detox yourself from any kind of harmful thoughts, is what the message is here. Do not drink something too freezy cold. Avoid drinking any kind of cold items, cold drinks. That's something a little bit of a caution on the health front. Overall, it doesn't show something drastic as such. With relationship, yeah, wish upon a star is what I get the message. Is going to be an ideal kind of a relationship for the Taurians. You would see something kind of a dream coming true with most of your relationship fronts. Let's see what the money and finances hold for Taurians. Everything seems to be okay. It's nothing super great or nothing something to worry about. Nothing something to worry about, and nothing super great as well. You're going to be pretty fine for this year. You may take a little bit of a stress, but at the end of the day, Jupiter, the planet of Guru, never gives you stress on money. It will bring money from any kind of sources. So nothing to worry on the money front as well. Yeah, but it also tells you to try something little bit new from what you are doing regularly about your work. Have a second source of income, kind of see some other sources of avenues to save money, to kind of make money, to see that if you could see something else from your regular work. Yeah. And finally, the Jupiter's message for the Taurians. Let's see what the Guru wants to tell. Yes, the Guru wants to say that for all those who have been single for many years, you need to think about your relationship front seriously, and the year is full of blessings. You may see a lot of new partners coming in, or you would see relationships blooming for Taurians, and it's a good time to get married, engaged, or fall in love as well. Yeah. Rest all is just very simple, nothing to worry about, all is well. Going into trips with where there is nature, mountains, forests, rivers will bring in a fresh new break in your life, Taurians. So let us see what the Geminis hold for 2019. What is the message for them? They are the twins, and they are born from the date of May 21st until June 20th. So let's see what's the spiritual message for the Geminis. The spiritual message for the Geminis is not to get stressed over small things. If you get stressed, you should immediately connect with whatever your spiritual beliefs are, and you will see 70 to 80% of the stress immediately melting away. Whatever your belief systems, whether you believe in rituals, whether you believe in creating your own soul rituals, is what the universe wants you to know, that this year any kind of stress, you can immediately melt it away by connecting with your spiritual self. And let's see what the health part of it says for them. The health part is something which needs to be completed. Get a body checkup done, get all your vitamins in place, go and join something which gives you kind of a boost on a mental level, which will immediately affect on your physical well-being as well. A small changes in your diet will take you a very, very long way, Geminis. So probably 50% is what efforts are required, not even 100%. Before the 50%, you will start seeing results immediately towards a good health. And on the relationship fronts, there is a lot of pent emotions and grievances that has been holded up for a very long time, Geminis. And it is advisable that you need a lot of comfort. You need somebody to rely on to get it out of your system, speak it out, talk it out, take a talk therapy, call up a friend, ask them to come and listen to you, and just cry it out, whatever is holding you back. But do not hold it for too very long. It is important that you immediately get it out of your system. Your best friends, yes, Geminis, your relationships for this year, of course, majorly for everybody, what I say, to rely on their parents. But apart from the parents, your best friends who are your childhood friends, and if you are still connected with them, make sure that you keep connected with them. They will be somebody who will completely be like a pillow to you, like your teddy bear, and they will comfort you to no end, Geminis. Finances for the Geminis will boost up from the month of May. Till the month of May, there is a slight struggle that you may experience, and I would highly recommend, if you kind of draw a small rainbow and carry with you whenever you're going for any kind of important deals or any important meetings, for you to benefit out of these. From the month of May, you start seeing a big boost in whatever you're going to do, Geminis. Until then, try doing something, whatever you are doing currently. Do not try to bring huge differences in your the work style that you're already doing. Be positive about it. Do not lose hope. Lately the past few months have been a little bit crunchy, but they will immediately shoot up and be as per much more than your expectations from May onwards. So just a couple of months down the line, and you will start see great improvements. I would suggest you to also use peacock feathers. You can carry 5 to 6 peacock feathers with you. Also a sign of good luck to close important deals, business deals, or any kind of interviews. If you're going to give them, they will be in your favor. And lastly, the Jupiter's message for the Geminis. Let's see what holds for Guru's message for the Geminis. Do not get attached with people, Geminis. At times you become very emotional. It is important that you just kind of keep a hello and a goodbye kind of relation for this year on an emotional front or a love front. This is not the year for you to really fall in love or kind of have deep attachments on a mental note. Keep friends with everybody, but keep more friends with your higher self and with your immediate instinct. So that is the message for you, Geminis, in terms of Jupiter's message for you, that emotionally do not get attached much. Just a small hello and a goodbye to anybody new in your life or anybody old. Just a hello and a goodbye. That is just touch basing, and keeping in touch is important, but not getting mentally involved much. So let's go for the next star sign, which is the Cancer. The Cancerian, the crabs, which are born between June 2 to July 22. So let us see what the spiritual message for the Cancerian is. So yes, Cancerians are going great guns. They have improved quite a lot in their spiritual life, and they will keep continuing to improve quite a lot. The color white is very important. Probably if you can donate something white on a Monday, it could be a small packet of sugar, a small packet of salt, something that you can give away on a Monday, which will be very beneficial to you Cancerians in terms of your spiritual aspects. Let us see what the health is in store for the Cancerian. Yeah. They need a little bit of something interesting, breaks from the monotony routine of looking after your health is what everybody does in the world, is going to gym and looking after the food. But for Cancerians this year, something on a mental note, a kind of a hobby. Your mental health has to be far, far more important than your physical health, because the mental health will finally affect your physical health. So you take up any kind of hobby, music, paintings, or any kind of dancing, or whatever you like. Take up some kind of a hobby. It is very important for your physical well-being, Cancerians. So take note of that, and let's see what is in your relationship sector. Cancerians, very sensitive sign. In terms of relationship, there is a lot of curiosity to know what is going on in the other person's mind. Well, it is important that you start sharing what is in your mind, so that you get to know what is being on the other side of other person's mind. So it is important that you start becoming more expressive in order to get more communication in place. Communication is the key in your relationships. Do not just sit and expect that you will have everybody coming and pouring their heart out. You need to do that. You pour out your heart and see what is coming back to you will be far, far more rewarding. Yeah. So in relationship, communication is the key. Let's see what's this holding up in finances for the Cancerians. It will be quite an average year for Cancerians. The more important thing that I see is more of your mental well-being. Your money and everything is going to be fairly fine this year. There is nothing that is a source of constant worry as such. It's your mental health which is far more important. And let's see what the Jupiter's message, the Guru's message for the Cancerian is. A very important message, kind of like heal someone's heart. If you find आपने अगर किसी को देखा कोई दुखी आत्मा है, या किसी को किसी चीज़ का दुख पहुंचा है, अगर थोड़ी सी आप अच्छी सी बातें कर लें, उन्हें थोड़ा सा सुन लें, किसी को थोड़ा सा एक प्यार दे दो, that is going to be like bringing about a blessing into your life. It is important to do charity in terms of listening to people. Mental health, and again mental health is coming to me. So not only your mental health, but if you see people who are suffering from any kind of low self-esteem or any kind of other mental health issues, if you kind of plunge in and go to the NGOs and spend time with people who are needing some kind of mental support, it will be a big blessing to you, Cancerians. Yeah, that was the Jupiter's Guru's message for the Cancerians. So let us see what's the next star sign. And that is Leo, the lion. And they are born between July 23 to August 22. And let us see what the spiritual life for Leos is all about. So yes, Leos are fairly highly spiritual plus practical. They kind of balance it very, very well. This year it seems that music is the key. Music is the answer. So probably if you want to listen to some good spiritual musical pieces, that will be something very, very soothing to your heart, and it will bring about great peace and overall turn around any kind of negative atmosphere in your house, in your mind, into a complete positive one. So listen to some positive music, whatever you like. That is what the spiritual message holds for Leo. So the health part of for the Leos is the blood pressure. Keep a check whether it is high. Mostly the Leos may have high BP issues, so keep a check on your blood pressure. And try and be more of yourself this year. Introspection is the key. We see a lot of introspection happening. You guys are already doing it, and there will be more introspection happening, which will open out your mind, body, and a lot of your on a mental note, you're opening up towards higher things in life for the Leos. Yeah. And let's see for the relationship front, what is holding in for the Leos. So I see a lot of teamwork there at times. You may not have people's support the way you wanted, or maybe you are not able to support the people the way they expect. So again, similar like what we said for Cancerians, speak out and ask what is it that the other person wants and what is it that you want. Be clear in your relationships. Ask for help. Ask what is going wrong with the other person. Tell what is going on wrong with you. It is important. And I would suggest that if you can light 5 diyas daily in the afternoon if possible, which is around 3 to 4 o'clock, the time period between 3 to 4 o'clock. On a spiritual note, though it is, I'm talking about relationships here, but it will be quite peaceful if you are able to burn 5 diyas every day in the afternoon time. Yeah. And let's see for the finances for the Leos. So finances seem a little bit of a challenge here, and that is the reason you need to kind of like leave your laziness apart and run around and do whatever is required for to get everything in place. There is a lot of energy which is seen that you need to kind of run around and do fix around things, whatever is not proper. Don't expect things to just happen on its own. You need to make sure that you are fixing up those things, and hopefully we see again like second part of April, which is the second week of April onwards, we see a much of a better in terms of your finances. Even if you're experiencing something as of now kind of a crunchy time, that's a short time. Open up the north corner, Leos, of your home. Make sure that the north is got sufficient space. Remove any kind of clutter from the north, any kind of shoes or any negative energies is never to be put in the north. Remove them from there and place it in the northwest part. If you have something like that, place a ball of rock salt in the north portion of your house. If there is any negative things which you are not able to sort out on your own, it will be helpful. It will balance up the energies. Yeah. And let us see what the Jupiter's Guru's message is for the Leos. Revive old relationships, Leos. There has been, if there has been any anger in the past which has been holding you back, touch base and remove any kind of grievances, and you'll feel far more lighter. So that is the Jupiter's message for the Leos. And we go to the next star sign, which is Virgo, the Virgin, and they are born between August 23 to September 22. And so let us see for the Virgos, what is the message for their spiritual life. Enough sleep, Virgos. Though it is a spiritual message, check on the sleep patterns. What is happening? Are you not having enough sleep, or are you oversleeping? And what is your sleep patterns? The dreams that you hold will also open doors towards the new age spiritual life. So your dreams hold a lot of importance. At times, if you think that you get a lot of dreams and you are able to, some of them you may remember, some of them you may not. So ensure that you kind of like keep a small diary and a pencil. If at all you kind of like dream frequently, then make a note of these dreams. And if there is a repetitive sign, then there is something which the universe wants to communicate through the dreams. So the spiritual life is asking you to focus on your dreams. And let's see for the health part for the Virgos. Health is super fine for them. They are already doing very fine, and they're going to do even more fine. And we go to the next section, which is the relationship for them, for the Virgos. All seems pretty well. In fact, we see a lot of love, blooming and happiness, Virgos. You're doing very well in terms of your health and relationships both. And let's see what the finances hold for you. Finances are pretty well, except for 20% savings is what is recommended. This year you should initiate some kind of a saving plan for your future, so that you feel much more secured for the upcoming years as well. And lastly, the Jupiter's message. Jupiter is asking you to make some kind of a decision. If you have been pending on some kind of a decision for many years, this year you are asked to complete whatever is pending in your life. If you feel that something has been not been opening or not been closing for a long time, this is the year where you could complete it. So initiate something which is half undone. You need to make sure that it is completely done for this year. That was the Jupiter's message. So we go to the next star sign, which is Libra. The scales, they are born from September 23rd to October 22. So the spiritual message for them is to be large-hearted, to not feel bad for small things in life. Keep a big heart. That is what the spiritual message is. Keep a big heart and forgive people. Give what they want in terms of love, in terms of affection, in terms of care. And you will feel far more connected to the principal higher self of yours. That is what the message is. So be large-hearted, dear Librans. Yeah. And about your health, you're overlooking your health. You are overlooking your health. There is a lot of you need to find a new way to overlook on your health. If there is any kind of laziness, you do happy things, as suggested earlier to one of the star signs. Your mental health, yeah, the Cancerians were suggested highly about their mental health. So same is about the Librans, that you need to take care of your mental health. Have some foot tapping music, that will be picking up your energy immediately on a very higher level, and thereby even your physical health will improve. With that, on that note, with relationships for the Librans, it seems as if you're not integrated, Librans. You have something in your mind, you have something in your thoughts, and when you're trying to communicate, you're not able to be integrated of what you are exactly wanting to say. What you kind of like, what the other person gets a message is not really what you are feeling. So there seems to be kind of a disconnect. So that's where the message is here to speak what you really feel. Do not try to hide about what the other person is going to feel. Speak clearly. If you have issues in speaking, clear your throat chakra. Wear a kind of a blue scarf or kind of any kind of a blue cloth to activate the throat chakra, so that you have clarity in your speech and the other person receives the message what you actually want to say. Yeah. So let's see about your finances and your work. Why don't you do something new this time, dear Librans? It is time to bring about some kind of a shift from whatever you have been doing earlier. Monotony kills you. Yeah, it is important for you to always be revived. So if you've been doing something continuously for a very long time, bring in some new elements to the existing work, something fresh which will kind of boost up the energy. Again, use up more of yellows. I've been talking a lot about yellows, so use up a lot of yellow color at your workplace. That will also boost in your finances. Use pyrite crystals. You get these beautiful gold pyrite crystals. Those will be pretty helpful for you to kind of attract new kind of prosperity, which is more like a dream come true for you. And finally, the Jupiter's Guru's message for the Librans. You need to be ever connected with your people. Do not try to become alone, aloof. It won't help you, my dear. It will just drain out more of your energy. So be connected with everybody at workplace and the family front. That was the earlier message that I gave. For your happiness, for everybody's happiness to be bestowed upon you, you should make sure that you are always surrounded by people. Yeah. So let's go to Scorpio, one of the most strongest sign here in the entire zodiac. Scorpions, born on October 23rd until November 21st. So what is the spiritual message holding for Scorpions? Deprived of love, Scorpions, at times you need a huge kind of pampering which the spiritual life can bestow upon you. If do not look that in a person, your spirituality will kind of like give you the comfort which no one in this universe could ever give you. And how do you do that? How do you do that? Hold up a mirror in front of you, and you will find a lot of self-introspection, answers will... Mirror is a very strong element for showing you the reality, your conscience, your guilt, or anything that you've been holding up for very long. Look up into the mirror and you will get all your answers. That's what your spiritual master wants to tell you, dear Scorpions. In terms of your health way, you're doing pretty fine with your health. As it is a water sign, just like the Cancerians, again on the mental health, use a lot of aromatherapy and fragrances to keep a lot of peace of mind. Peace of mind is very important for you, dear Scorpions, to be more fit and tip-top even in your physical health. Your mental health is far more important. So use a lot of fragrances. Aromatherapy is the key. Let's see for the relationship sector for these Scorpions. You need to look after your relationship, Scorpions. Sometimes you are just running ahead and forgetting what the people along with you or behind you, what are they feeling. Stop by sometimes and have a look. Are they on the same wavelength? Pull them with you, along with you. If they are kind of like stopping by for any reason, stop by and be with them and make sure that they are fine, and then take along back with you again. So you need to look after people. You need to look after the people who are along with you. Just ensure that they are fine. In case if they are stopping by for any reason, you need to check up on them, dear Scorpions. So let us see about the finances for these Scorpions. What is in store for them? There is a big yes in terms of your finances. We could see a huge growth, but there is some small element which you need to heal up, which is some source of insecurity in terms of fear. So I would always suggest to use some kind of a fire element to remove the fear. The fire element could be burning incenses or any kind of dhoop or any kind of yagya that you could do, whatever is your belief system. Use any kind of fire to release any kind of fear which is stopping you for growing ahead in life. I see a lot of chances of you getting more work from international forefronts. So the international currency is in the cards. So for Scorpions, if you have some connections abroad, try and work them out and you will be pleasantly surprised. And lastly, the Guru's message, the Jupiter's message for these Scorpions. What is it that the Guru wants to tell you? Take decisions. Take decisions. Do not sit on the fence. Do not sit on the edge. Either you are in or you're out. Whatever, take a big decisions of your life. Don't just hang around and wait for things to keep happening. Take decisions in your life. Make things happen. Do not wait that whenever it will happen, let's see, let's hope. These words should not be there for Scorpions. You make it happen. You should decide and make it happen. Yeah. So we go to the next star sign, which is the Sagittarius, and they are the archers, and they are born between November 22 to December 21. So we just have a few more to finish, and let's see what the Sagis. They're highly spiritual, very spiritual. They enjoy their spirituality. They're very happy when they are connected with their spiritual self. We see a lot of kind of like peace, happiness, all those beautiful things. In fact, you should you are so high in this that you can actually take an effort to spread more spiritual messages around your loved ones. Look out for people who need that. You are already a master in your spiritual self, so hold hands for people who are in need and guide them through. Become a guru in somebody's life, dear Sagi. That is, you already have those qualities of a guru. So let's see what the health stores for you. Yeah, do not complain about things. I think there is a lot of complaining nature because of which the energy levels are going down. Think of gratitude. Small things in life will you need to appreciate, and which will kind of like grow into bigger gratitude. So health is dependent again on your state of mind. So try and write down every day, make a gratitude journal, write down things which make you feel happy in life. So the health is again on the mental. Most of these star signs which I spoke about today is about looking on more towards their mental health. Let's see the relationship part. Everything seems to be pretty okay for dear Sagis. It seems all is well. Kind of a possessiveness, what I see in nature at times, when you feel insecure about your closer relationships, which could be your friends, loved ones. So yes, expression is the key. Whenever you feel insecure that you're not getting enough attention, speak about it. Speak about it and let them know about it. And anything that you have, you need to finish some kind of a task. If there's unfinished task in any kind of relationship where you wanted to say something to somebody and you have hold it back for long, this is the year where you should open up, whatever your feelings are, whether they are positive, negative, but please speak it out. Speak it out. Again, if you have issues from the heart, you can use a lot of green color on the chest area, blue color in your throat area, so that you get an integration to speak from your heart and coming out clearly whatever is in your heart through your throat. Yeah, so the color green and blue is what you can use in the heart area, and blue in the throat chakra area for Saggies. And let's see about the work front, the finances. Take an expert's advice in whatever work you're doing. It seems as if something is still lacking. The knowledge or the wisdom is not enough. It seems there has to be some more elements coming into whatever your existing field of work is. There is something more additional required. So take up any additional studies or take up any additional advices which are required for you to grow further in life. And the Jupiter's message for the Saggies. Playing with children, dear Saggies. It also seems your inner child. At times, have you nurtured your inner child? If you feel at times suffocated that you wanted to do something and you've been holding it for very long, it is time for you to bring about your inner child. Play with a lot of children. That will be also bringing up a lot of happy energies. That is the special message of Guru for this year for Saggies. We go to the next star sign, which is for Capricorn. The goat, which is born between December 22 to Jan 19th. So the spiritual message for the Capricorn is, it is about not thinking. At times you tend to devalue yourself. You need to ensure that you kind of give a pat on your back that you've been doing great in your life, dear Capris. If you're suffering a little bit with low self-esteem, it is your time to kind of like revive and see what all good things you have achieved from the past few years. Animals kind of like give you a lot of happiness, honesty, and any kind of emotions like honesty, devotion. These are very important to you. At times which you feel that are missing out from the humans around, you can actually get these emotions from animals. So if you want to have a pet in your home, you will feel very blessed and you will feel far more fulfilled. That would be something which I would strongly suggest you for your relationship part. And coming to your work and finances, we see some kind of savings, investment plans, buying of homes, anything that you would like to have a big dream come true. You should do it anytime after July and August. That is a good time period. The second half of this year should be very good for any kind of big projects that you want to start, or anything that you want to buy a home, or you want to take a big trip outside your existing country. All this is recommended after the July. And the finances are pretty well sorted. You've been doing pretty well with your money portion of it. In fact, it is time to multiply. You will get to see that a lot of rewards of your earlier whatever thought processes you've been putting, you will start seeing growth in everything. And let's see the Jupiter's message for the Capricorns. Jupiter's message for the Capricorns is use a lot of flowers, flower remedies. For you tend to get panic very often, for small things. There's a tendency where you start feeling panicky or kind of traumatic or kind of shocking. So it is important that your body is very flexible. If exercising and all that will definitely help, but some kind of flowers around you, any kind of fragrances will always keep kind of your emotionally, any kind of your senses, it will keep you much more active. It will not get you into a state of shock immediately. So that is what the Guru's message for you is, that ensure that you are more in with nature, the flowers, the seaside. These kind of things will keep you much more grounded, dear Capris. Yeah. The second last sign before we complete, Aquarius, which is the water bearer and born between Jan 20th to Feb 18th. So let's see what the spirituality holds for them. They are pretty much mature. Aquarians are kind of masters in their outlook in life. They are loaded with wisdom, and in fact, people love to see, they kind of like instantly change their approaches. If they feel something is not working for them, they wouldn't mind to try something new as well. So this change is something which keeps them ever young, and there's always something to learn from them. So everybody can learn this kind of a new thing from the Aquarians about how to keep changing yourself in terms of whenever. It should not be kind of stiff and rigid. That is the message. In terms of your health, yes, 50% is what you're doing. 50% it needs to be elevated. Sleep patterns again is what is something you need to check upon. The lower portion of your legs at times, if you feel tired with your legs, ensure that you get some kind of spas or some kind of treatments or therapies or some kind of relief. Focus more on mental health. If you are not able to walk much faster, or like if your legs are giving you any kind of a trouble, ensure that you give some kind of a relief to your body. Do not kind of give so much of stress. Mental health again is the key on the health portion. With relationship, everything seems to be super well with Aquarians. They are pretty well sorted out in terms of their relationship charts. What I see here is they kind of would love to grow on their own mindset. The relationship with self is what needs to be more nurtured, rather than they are very good with relationships which is outside them, but what about inside them? So check out something what is missing out there. I think a lot of fun is missing out, dear Aquarian, in your life. So take up all lot of fun things in life and nurture yourself with all these happy things which you've been missing out from very long. So a relationship with yourself is what is the message. With work front, your style is very different from others. With the work front, you get your work done and super quickly, and in fact it is people who need to learn how you do it. So I think it is something like a star that you already are. There is nothing which we see that you could improve more in your work. In fact, people can learn more from you. So keep up the great work, dear Aquarians. And let's see what the Jupiter's message for you is. Strength, dear Jupiter. Do not lose heart, do not lose strength so easily. There have been a lot of things which has pulled you down of lately, but keep up the high spirit, keep up keep up the hope, and keep up the light in you. Do not let that go away. Probably a little time that you spend on your own in nature would immediately revive you. A lot of salt water therapy is recommended. Dip your legs into a warm salt water bucket for some 10 minutes, and you will see all of the negativity draining down your soul, that sole of your feet, and you will feel immediately revived. A little handful of salt into your bath water will also kind of like daily whatever stress you are inculcating will immediately calm it down as well. So yeah, that was the Jupiter's message. So we go to the last sign now of Pisces, which is the fishes, and they are born between the sign of Feb 19th to March 20th. So we're almost on the last zodiac for this session today. Pisceans, Pisceans, so unconventional is the way. You've been very traditional throughout, and you need to have something, a new mindset, a new modern age kind of a theory which will lead you towards where you want to head. A little different approach from the, break up the traditional mindset, be something unique. Whatever you feel to do, something out of the box is what the message here is in terms of spirituality. Something maybe you would just want to do something weird, which would be like acting like a clown or being yourself, or something like be the heart of the party. That could also be a spiritual sign for you. It need not be something very intense or serious. Become something joyful. That is something out of the box. So that was your spiritual message. We go to the health part of the Pisceans. Health is super well with you. You're doing pretty well. All is much more than any expectations. You're doing absolutely fit and fine. Probably you can change a little bit of your grooming style. Change is the key again. Do not get stuck up into conventional mode. Change your outlook in life, change your style, change your grooming often, and you will see a lot of shift happening on various fronts. Let's see about your relationship chart. So huge emotions, huge emotions are stored. Whether if it's happy, it's too happy. Whether it's sad, it's everything is too intense, dear Pisceans. So it needs a lot of grounding. Let me teach you a small exercise. Imagine some roots growing from the sole of your feet, and imagine yourself to be like a tree for a few seconds. And take a black tourmaline crystal into your left hand and meditate with it frequently so that you start feeling grounded. You can also wear a hematite bracelet into your right hand, and you will see that every kind of thing which is going all round, kind of crispy craspy, you will start feeling much more stable in all aspects of your life. So we go into the financial mode for the Pisceans. So when we talk about the work, again, you need to speak up. If there is some kind of a promotion which has not been happening from very long, if there is something which is the authority is somebody else and you are not the one who takes decision, you need to speak out this time. You need to take actions. You need to again take the power back. As I spoke earlier, use the color yellow. Speak out, speak out, speak out. If you need to make any changes, if you need to change the job, if it's not serving you anymore, then do make the shifts. Within your immediate family also, if things are not happening, you need to speak it out, or else try and do something which is much more fruitful for you and where you can make your own decisions. So it is asking you to take a lot of charge in your work area. So let us see now the Jupiter's message, which is for the last star sign, which is the Pisceans, the fishes. Let's see what the Jupiter wants to say for you. Jupiter is asking you to kind of come out of your comfort zone, dear Pisceans. Do not be completely relaxed in life. Try and do something which you have never ever done earlier in your life. So touching those untouched areas of your life, or something which is completely new to you in your life, will bring some refreshing energy back into your life. That is the Guru's message for you. So try doing that. That will be pleasant and a very happy surprise to you, and you could imagine that your confidence will grow nearly 50 to 70 times more from what you are already holding by doing things which you have never ever done before. So with this, I complete all the zodiac star signs, and I hope that everybody has benefited. And if anybody needs any kind of personal, more personalized readings, they can get in touch with me on my Facebook page, and also on my email, which is Ashna Ddhannak numerical3@gmail.com. You can personally connect with me on my cell, which is 99209 33226. Yeah. Before I wind up, I would like to give a wonderful message from Jupiter, the Guru, to all the star signs, including myself as well. So the year for Jupiter, when it is all about money, finances, work, more than relationships. You need to focus on your work for this year to expand it like never before. So even a little effort will take you a long way. But sometimes we may encounter some kind of blockages in terms of fear of risk taking abilities. So when you find that there is any kind of fear which is holding you back to become prosperous, then the advice from Jupiter and Guru to all the star sign is to eliminate the fear with the wonderful prayers of Hanuman Chalisa and Sankat Mochan. So when you recite Hanuman Chalisa and Sankat Mochan, you will see all kind of fears just releasing away from your system, and you will be able to take all those beautiful steps towards your work which is required for your prosperity. So that was the last and the final message. I hope that you enjoyed all these beautiful readings, and I look forward more to connect with you on a personal note, and I wish you all the very best for this beautiful year 2019. And signing off, Ashna Ddhannak, and I look forward to see you soon. Thank you so much. You all have a great year ahead. Bye bye. Take care.